Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna give my my greeting and then fix my model because I totally forgot to activate it. Well, greetings everyone. My name is Belager. Glad you could join. It's good to see you. I'm gonna be trying some titles whenever I start a stream, trying to get into a routine and get better for when I get rated and just for starting the streams. But we'll see. I might change it up quite often. But for now, I'm glad you're here. It's 12 a.m. here, so I can't stay, but I hope your stream's lovely. Thank you, Noir. It makes me happy that you're here. It's the soul. What's the soul? What do you mean? Just staring. I see it. Yeah, my soul was gone for a moment. That's why I was taking a little bit. I had to try to fish it in. Hello, Mindful. How you doing? We're gonna be doing some personality tests, and then I think I got a test to see if I'm a psychopath. And if anyone's seen my Heavy Rain videos, I don't know. We might be a little bit not a normal person, but we'll see. I sleep soon. You sleep soon? No. Oh, the cheek rub. Oh no. Hang on. I forgot it. It wasn't active. Hang on. Let me fix it. Okay. Hang on. I'm getting used to this new program that's supposed to do things when redeems get picked. Oh no, it's not doing anything. How about now? Nope. New best redeem? It's still loading. It's supposed to be active. Oh, here it is. It just takes way longer than I would have liked. There we go. Now let me test it and see if it works. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Oh. It's kind of on my nose. I might have to fix that at a later point. But it's a cheek rub. It's supposed to be a head pad, but I wanted to add something a little new. I hope you like it. If you notice, I also added some cat ears. I think it's 1,000. And I believe it lasts for 10 minutes, so yeah. Oh. Mindful, is that your new favorite one? Yeah, cat ears. It's so adorable. And then I also got the Vinigoo 3000, the Stream Deck. It's very nice, not gonna lie. I love it. Now it can be all Doom-like, or sad, or shock. I'm gonna be using those more often now. You guys are awesome? You're awesome, Nora. What are you talking about? No one can be as awesome as you. Absolutely no one. Cute best redeem. Head pats are my favorite redeem. Cheek rub is right there too. Maybe I should add a head pet too, but I don't know. I think cheek rubs are a little more adorable. Well, shall we head over to the test? Hopefully it's still captured. It is. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I got some pictures taken today, and not gonna lie, I look terrible in quite a few of them. Quite a few of them. Being unique is good. That is, I agree. No you. What are you saying no you to? Oh no, that was a mindful. Whenever I see the at and then the name, I always think that's the person that's saying it. It confuses me. Well, we're gonna start this. You regularly make new friends. Well, that's a solid no. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. I say I agree. I love learning new things. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. That kind of depends. It's like in between these two, but I'm just gonna put it for this one. Oh, I probably should have let you know which test this is. This is the 16 personalities test. It gives a pretty detailed kind of answer to how you to once the test is over. It gives you a pretty detailed explanation. I did this one like 4 years ago, and I thought it was pretty accurate. So let's see how much it changes. You have to make a backup plan for a backup plan. I'd say I disagree. My plans usually are pretty decent. You usually stay calm under a lot of pressure, 100%. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to ones you already know. I don't even talk to the people I know. What's a social life? That's a big disagree. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Most of the time, that's true, but when something piques my interest even more than what I'm already doing, then I'll start that one too. You've taken it too, got INFP twice over a few years. Oh, now you're making me want to actually see what my other one was. Maybe I should look at that quick. Hang on, let me check. Oh no, hang on. It was completely like a weird shape. I don't know why the browser length was like that. I cannot spell right now. I just completely misspelled that. Hopefully it's still on this account. I have not used this in a long time. Oh, I cannot. What is my problem right now? Okay, I panicked for a second thinking that it was capturing the what I'm writing right now. Yeah, I don't want to show my personal email on this. That would be very unfortunate. I might have to do this later. Yeah. I'll do this later and then post it in the Discord or my Twitter. Otherwise, it's going to take a while because I have to reset my password. AKA the mediator. I remember those. You are very sentimental. No, I am not. At least I don't show it. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. I agree. But most of the time, I don't even need tools like that. I just remember. My mind is my own schedule. However, little notes for things that aren't major tasks, I do need notes for. Like, for example, I have a note right here saying I transfer pics from my phone to flash drive. That's not a major one, so I won't remember that unless I keep seeing it or unless I look at the pictures. Another one's find more places to visit in Japan. Still haven't done that, and it's been on my list for like 2 weeks. And then another one is set up a collab. That one's not a major one up on my list, but it is one I want to set up soon. Bring Brain Bailey. That's like a tongue twister. Bring Brain Bailey. Oh, fuck. Alright, I can't say that fast. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. I'd say that's like 90% false. Maybe I should change it to the all the way. Even a small mistake can cause you, I'll leave it at that. Big brain. No, I think you meant bring brain. Bring brain Braille. I can't. That is a tongue twister. I'm terrible at saying things really fast. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation? Nope. There are rare moments that is true in. Like, I should say this also applies to my online. I cannot just walk up to people and start a conversation very well. However, when I do get the inspiration to, I just go full steam and don't hold back. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. I disagree. It's fun interpreting things. You can learn quite a lot from that. We're at 20%. I forgot how long this one is. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I agree, 100%. I am not an emotional person. Even in extreme situations, like if a family member passes away, I logically, because I think so logically, it just doesn't affect me that much. Which is also kind of why I've at one point questioned my humanity. That's helpful to have. It is until you question your humanity. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. No, I agree with that. I do like to have some structure, but on my days off, I like to do whatever I want. But if it's for work, then I prefer routines. Rivera, welcome, welcome. MBTI, what's that? I don't know. 16 personality test. Yeah. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. This really depends on who I'm meeting. If it's somebody that like if it's a stranger, then I don't really care at all what they think. If it's a coworker or a boss, then I'm a little more worried. So I would say I slightly disagree. You enjoy participating in group activities. I enjoy it while I'm doing it, but leading up to that activity, I hate it. I don't want to talk to people. But when I do go into those groups, I have fun. That's another name of the MBTI test. I did not know that. What does MBTI stand for? You enjoy participating in group activity. Oh, I already did this one. I'm going to put it at this. I actually got this idea from her streams. So yes, I believe she has done this specific one. I'm pretty sure. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own... Yes. Interpretations, like I've said before, is the best. And it really makes your brain go. Yeah, you took the same test on a stream of on your debut week. Like I said, you're the one that inspired me to do these. ISTJ. What? I don't know these. I just bit my tongue. I don't know these acronyms. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. I agree with that. It's more, it's a little more fulfilling when other people become happy through the accomplishments than when I do it, if that makes sense. I really forgot how long this is. 30% done. You're interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. I agree. Except this is more for like my books or what I want to learn next. It's so hard to choose, especially when most of them take quite a while to read or to learn about. I procrastinate. There's your humanity veil. It's there for now. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. In the past, I would say 100% agree, but now it's more like in between here. Logically, I prepare for if things go, turn for the worst, but I don't really worry about it, probably because I do prepare for it. So I'd say I disagree. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I agree. I agree with that. Hang on, I need to take a drink. All right. I think the reason why I avoid leadership roles is because I don't want the responsibility. Whereas, if I'm not in a leadership role, I can still provide the same feedback and helpfulness, or um, um, I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, but I can't provide the so-called leader with information that could help them. That's the kind of role I prefer. It's kind of stay behind the leader, but help them be successful. You are definitely not an artistic person. This is hard. I'm not physically artistic. I'm more mentally. I focus on things in my mind. I do what if scenarios. I like to think of the past or the future, that kind of stuff, but I'm not like physically creating things or drawing things. So I'd say you're definitely not, yeah, I'd say that. That's a good way of looking at it. Guidance? Yeah. I prefer to be a guide than to be the main, like, protagonist almost. You know what I mean? Close enough where you can affect them, but not close enough to be in like a major character. If you know what I mean. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less of their feelings? I agree with that. Though emotion is good, but I don't know. That's a really tough one. But if, yeah, a lot of the world's problems could be solved through rationality. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Disagree. I like to relax, then do chores, and then relax some more. Advisor, yes, advisor. That's the kind of role I'd prefer. You enjoy watching people argue. That is fascinating. As much as that's not good, it's fascinating. You can learn a lot. You can learn what makes people angry and what doesn't. What makes them annoyed, what doesn't. I don't know. There's so many social cues you can get off them. Though I haven't seen many people argue, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you'd prefer. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Agree. I like to be a wallflower. The best position is not being noticed. Your mood can change very quickly. Disagree. Being an advisor matches Bailey well. I'm glad he thinks so. Now that I remember, I'm pretty sure in Yona's server that she just deleted to make a new one, one of her friends made some fanfic about a few people in the server, and I was the advisor to this, the King Zephyr. That was funny. And then I betrayed him. Yeah. I could see my downfall way ahead of time. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. Agree. When there's no... I agree if it's not logical. Like if they're being inefficient because of... Oh, I don't know, they're being lazy, then I get annoyed and lose patience. But if it's because, you know, they're hurt or they just don't know how to do it, then I'll help them out, or I won't mind. As long as it doesn't affect me too badly. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. This depends on what I'm doing. Like if it's chores, then I might do things at the last moment. If it's... I honestly can't think of anything else. Yeah, I just can't think of anything else, so... You often doing things at the last possible moment. I'd say I disagree to that. I don't know why, but I disagree. You have always been fascinated by the questions of what, if any, happens after death. I agree. I agree with that. There's so much we don't know about, both scientifically, religious, spiritually, whatever you want to think of. There's just so much we could and should learn, but for now, all we can do is speculate. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own? Nope. I'd rather be alone. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical? No! I get bored. No. I thrive on theoretical situations. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours? I don't really empathize with people a whole lot. I do, but then my logic kicks in and I kind of stop myself from feeling, if that makes sense. I have problems with suppressing my emotions, unfortunately. So I can do that without really trying. I'm gonna put it straight in the middle. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. I agree with that. Especially if it's a lot, like big decisions like getting a new job or I don't know, having like surgery or whatever. I just wait longer than I should, but not long enough to where it affects me negatively. I see you're speculating about me. Interesting. You rarely second guess the choice that you have made. Disagree. But most of the time I second guess myself just to see what kind of situation or scenario I'd end up in if I would have chose that. Most of the time. Sometimes I truly do regret the decision I made and should have gone down the other route. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what... No. Social? No. You enjoy going to the art museums. I do. I have not been to one in a super long time. My voice cracked, my bad. Like I said, after this stream, I'll post whatever I had previously on a different email so we can compare the two. Yeah. When I took the test previously, I was not in a good not in a good place emotionally anyways. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. I have a hard time like logically I understand it, but like emotionally it's it's hard to comprehend. So I understand but I don't. But I do understand. So I'm going to say I disagree with that. I do understand what people feel like. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I do have a to-do list. However, I just don't complete it every day. So I do like it though. You rarely feel insecure. I agree with that. Today I felt a little insecure since I had my photograph taken. I usually don't get pictures taken of myself, so it was a little weird. Glad you're doing better, Billy. Thank you, Mindful. Yeah, just a lot of stuff throughout the years. Slowly gotten better. Might share about it someday. You avoid making phone calls. I don't avoid making phone calls. It's easier to it's easier to go through text. I can communicate better through text than through voice. But like I said, I don't avoid it. If it happens, it happens. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different. Yes. Different views are what make you grow. The wider your view, the more you'll understand. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activity. Oh, that made me go quiet. Offline, like IRL, no, I don't really have a circle. Online, I'd say I do most of the time. Though I do wish some of them would message me first. It feels weird when you're the only one messaging. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Depends on what what I'm doing is. If it's something important, then 100%. So I'll agree with that. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. I slightly disagree with that because there are definitely moments that I kind of cringe at. You heard that, friends? Message him first? Yeah, message me. I'll do my best to continue the conversation going. You rarely contemplate the reason for human existence or the meaning of life. This is kind of I don't know, this question, it's very occasional, let's say that. Every now and then throughout the year, I'll contemplate this kind of question quite often, or quite in depth, and then the rest of the year I just won't think about it at all. It's just more every now and then throughout the year I'll think about it. But when I do, it's very in depth. So I'm gonna put it straight in the middle. I did. Your emotions control you more than you control. Nope. I control my emotions 99% of the time. You take great care not to make people look bad even if it's completely their fault. I don't do it knowingly, or I should say I don't do it openly. I'll make hints about it and I might not accidentally. I might sabotage them. No, wait, no, that's not the right way. I want to sabotage them, but I don't. I don't want to be too bad. All I do is just become kind of passive aggressive, that's all. But to get to that point where I'm passive aggressive against somebody, you have to really screw up. Like, like really screw up. I don't think that's happened in years for me. So I do take great care. I don't want anything to come back and bite me. It's it's the rare occasion I can't control myself. Or I become so control of myself where I do it without I make a plan. I should say I make a plan. I do make plans. I just don't fulfill them. I have been told I'm scary because I don't show my emotions. When I'm mad, you really don't really know. Makes me happy. Makes me entertained. Your personal work style is closer to a spontaneous burst of energy than organized and consistent efforts. I agree with that. When that energy hits, I can go for hours on end without even stopping or thinking or eating or drinking of anything. I can just keep going and keep pushing. When somebody thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take for them to feel disappointed in you. Um, there are times I think like that. Not often, but there are times. You don't want to anger me? What? Come on. That's alright. Angering your friends is what it means to be closer, right? You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time, 100%. As long as there's somebody that I can ask questions about if I don't know. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. No, it's not. Philosophy can really almost grow humanity, if that makes sense. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmosphere than quiet, intimate places. As strangely as it is, with how I've answered the questions before, I do feel at peace in both places. It's just as long as that busy and bustling atmosphere is with no one I know. If they're all complete strangers and I don't know any of them, and they don't know me, I'd be fine. So I'm going to say right in the middle. I'm fine with either way. Bailey's Fury is a great white shark, cold and calculating. Just below the calm surface of the water. I want that as a shirt. That would be awesome. Or no, a sign. I'll hang it right next to my bed or next to my desk. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. I agree most of the time. It's pretty easy to read people. Oh, I should have changed that to completely agree. Oh well. You often feel overwhelmed. I haven't been overwhelmed in quite a while. I should drink more water, but I can't. I don't wanna. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. This depends on what I'm doing. Like for example, when work was super slow, I spent like a whole hour hypothesizing about what would happen if aliens came. I I thought of pretty effective scenarios for both them destroying humanity and us trying to fight back. Yeah, we would not win. It's just not possible. Redeem for the hydrate. Thank you, Mindful. If I can find it. There it is. Alright, with the alien topic, if I was fighting against humans, I would release a virus that has a timed trigger where After so many years, it becomes deadly. So, and then I would infect the water to where it just spreads throughout all sources of water. And since humans can't live without it, they're pretty much guaranteed to all get infected. And then after that time comes, just everyone just poof. No more humans. And that's also a way to do it without completely annihilating the whole world. That won't help you, Mindville. It will not help you. You complete things. Oh, I already said that. It depends on the task, so I'm just going to use that one. You need to drive home. Hope to catch you again when you're done driving. Hope to see you again, Rira. Have a safe drive. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. I am. I am very intrigued. I like to learn about them, especially when they're factual events. Because like I keep saying, you can learn a lot. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. That really depends on the opportunity. I don't know. I'm gonna do the middle since I can't really answer that without thinking of the opportunity. You struggle with deadlines. I disagree, but there are times that I do struggle. There are definitely times I struggle with deadlines. You feel confident that things will work out for you. I'm slightly confident. Not overly. Oh, we're done. Not overly confident, but enough that I have that I feel like I can succeed. Mail, see result. Introverted, yes. I'm very introverted. Intuitive. Thinking. I feel like that should be higher. Judging. Let's see, identity or assertive. Okay, read my profile. Would you like to copy results to your email? No, thank you. She was right. Analyst. Yes, the analyst. Strengths and weaknesses. Let's see what that is. Rational. Are these the strengths? I think so. Rational, informed. Yep. Independent, definitely. Determined, yes. Curious, 100%. Original. Alright. I'm not arrogant. No. Very rarely I'm arrogant. Very, very rarely. I used to be. Wait, no. I did not. I've never really been arrogant. Dismissive of emotions? Not true either. I don't dismiss other people's emotions. I dismiss my own emotions, but not other people's. Overly critical? I am pretty critical of myself, especially. Combative? Yes. I absolutely hate this. Blindly following anything without understanding why. That is 100% me. 100%. If you don't know why you're following, why are you following? Socially clueless. Yeah, I can be pretty clueless. It's easy to read people, but not the atmosphere. Okay, do you want to keep looking through these, or should we move on to the next test? I'm fine either way. Romantic situations or relationships? I'm sure somebody would find that interesting. Not sure who. We'll go with that. Woes. I don't feel like reading all this. I really don't feel like reading all that. No, I will not read this. I'll come back to it after stream and maybe read it. Skim through them? Okay. I'll very briefly skim through it. That's one thing that is true. Because I'm so rational and logical, relationships are definitely hard. I'm gonna have to read through this better later. Wait. Okay. Yeah, I'll read through this later. What kind of friendship we got? Care about depth and quality. Yes, quality over quantity. I've known that for a very long time. Even with their closest friends, architects may struggle to offer emotional comfort or receive it. I can offer it, I just don't really receive it. Oh, since those are kind of there, let me read this one. Often learn the ways of love are hard to describe in a spreadsheet. Yep, that's about right. Aren't always ready to share their feelings, but it would be a mistake to think that they don't have feelings. Yeah. I've seriously been asked if I have feelings. I've actually been asked that. Or that those feelings don't run deep. Yep. Alright, Parenthood. Oh no. Architect parents treat their children the way they want to be treated themselves, with candor and respect. That's pretty honest. Treat others how you want to be treated. Rude? What's rude? Architects are at their best when they can develop a plan to solve a problem's root cause, but sometimes the best solution to a kid's problem is just sitting with them as they explore their feelings. That's also true. Not everything can be solved through logic. There are some things only emotions can be solved. Career path. In the workplace, architects' personality are often known for competence and effectiveness. People with this personality type value resourcefulness, grit, insight, and commitment in themselves and in others. Even greater challenges, architects view a combination of rational analysis and hard work as the foundation of their success. Rationality is truly, I feel like, one of those lost skills that everyone really should have. Workplace habits. Yes, I want to see. Even an entry-level jobs architect's personality may chaff at anyone who tries to limit their freedom. Yep. If somebody tells me I need to work overtime, I'm not going to do it. I value my time more than work. I need to do stuff. If they don't tell me ahead of time, I'm not doing it. If it's like, surprise, it's overtime, nope, I'm leaving. Preach. Most architects would rather work alone than be slowed down by a pleasant but unfocused coworker. Yep. You can trust yourself more. Some managers might enjoy being pandered to, but architects would rather be successful than constantly validated. Yes. That's why, that's kind of why when I asked for advice on how I could improve right around when I first started streaming, I was kind of disappointed nobody helped me out. But to be fair, at that point I really didn't have much streams on my belt. Even I didn't really know what I could do better at. Fortunately, I now do know what I should be slowly working on to get better at. Okay, I think this one's done. I'll leave this one open so I can read through it later and compare with the test I took a few years ago. Okay, 1 through T. 1. What did I just say? 1, 2, 3 test. So 120 questions. Yeah, 120. I'm not sure how long this one will take. One dirty what? What? Now you're confusing me, Mindful. What do you mean? I am a worrier. I can be. I make friends easily? Nope, I do not. I have a vivid imagination. Yes. Imagination is amazing. You can really think about so many interesting things. I trust others. Depends on the person. I complete tasks successfully. If I have the right knowledge, yes I do. If not, then I ask people who do have the knowledge. Sounded like I said one dirty. One dirty what? I don't even know what I would have said after that. I get angry easily. I do not. I honestly haven't been angry in a few years. I really enjoy large parties and gatherings. No. No, no, no. Smaller gatherings, the better. I think art is important. It is. It really depicts humanity. I'm going to take another drink. Do you mean art's a blessing? If that's what you mean, I agree. Especially abstract art. Or, I don't know, fictional art, abstract. It's all good. I sometimes deceive others to get my way. Sometimes. But it never negatively affects anybody else. I always make sure of that. Or I try to. I don't like things to be a mess. I like to tidy up. There are a little mess is okay, but if it's terrible, no. It needs to be clean. The no anger thing? Oh. Yeah. But yeah. It is a blessing. Don't let yourself be controlled. I often feel sad. I do not. Not anymore. I like to take charge of situations and events. I do not. Again, I like to be the advisor. The person that helps out, but does not take charge. That way I'm not responsible for failures. Especially if I'm in a group of people. I don't want to be the one blamed if things go wrong. That's probably just the logical side of me, though. Finding a easy way out. Happy Bailey is good? Yes. Yes, Happy Bailey is good. I experience deep and varied emotions. I guess. Not a lot, but sometimes. I love to help others. I do. It feels amazing to help others. Especially if they don't understand or know how to do things. When you help them and see that they understand it and succeed in whatever they're doing, it's honestly one of the best feelings. I always keep my promises. As long as I remember the promise, I will keep it. I find it difficult to approach others. Approaching others can be pretty hard. But on rare occasions that I do approach or I should say, there are rare occasions that I do approach people without much worry or anxiety. I am always busy, always on the go. Lately, I have been pretty busy constantly. I prefer variety to routine. I said this previously, but on my days off, yes, variety is good, but when it's work days, a routine is nice. So I'm gonna go right in the middle. I love a good argument, a good fight. I agree with that. But the argument has to be constructive. If it's not constructive, it's just emotional and honestly a waste of time. I work very hard. I feel like I'm giving off bad vibes. I swear I'm not this bad. I'm just saying the first thing that that comes into mind. Normally, I spend much longer on questions like these. I work very hard. I do. Lately, I have been working pretty hard. Nothing sussy? Alright, I'm glad. I don't want to give bad vibes. I will overindulge at times. Yes, everyone needs to overindulge at times. That's how you relax and get back to normal. I love excitement. Depends on the excitement. I'm gonna go straight in the middle. I enjoy reading challenging books and articles. Yes, much to learn and never enough time. I believe that I am better than others. In the past, I would have said 100%, but I'm not that bad anymore. I'd say I'm right in between. Not better, not worse. I am always prepared. In the middle, depends on the situation. I panic easily. I do not. Even in violent situations, I can stay calm and analyze. I am a really cheerful person. I'd say I'm pretty cheerful, but I don't show it. That's why I'm gonna do it slightly negative. I tend to support progress and reform. I'm not sure what to think of this, so I'm gonna just go in the middle. Sympathize with the homeless? I do. Many times it's out of their control, but for those situations that it's not, or that, you know what, no, I'll change that. I do sympathize. I am very spontaneous. I act without thinking. For minor things, I agree with this. Like if it's just to go eat or to do something fun, I'll be spontaneous and just go do whatever. But yeah, that I'm not sure about that. I fear for the worst. Yes. Lately I've been kind of worrying about things, but I think I've gotten a bit better. I feel comfortable around people. It depends on the people. If they're people I relate to, I feel comfortable. If they're people that are super hyper and don't really... I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say about that. It really just depends on the person. I enjoy wild flights of fantasy. What does that mean? I don't know, but I agree. Sure. I believe that people basically have good intentions. No. Not everyone has good intentions. Wait, I should do that. Most people do, or I should say quite a lot of people have good intentions, but not even close to everyone. When I do something, I always do it well. No. Well, If it's something I have been doing and know, then yes, I can do it well. But if it's something I don't know, then I do not. So I do not always do it well. I'll go here. I get irritated easily. If I'm being honest, I get irritated, but usually I don't show it, because if I show it and they get irritated, then I'm gonna get more irritated, and then it's just gonna keep building until I get passive aggressive. I always chat to lots of different people at parties. No, I have never been to a party. Who needs parties? Not me. I see beauty in things that others might not notice. Yes. Like, a few months ago, I was amazed. I was looking up in the sky, and I never realized how wide it was. It was almost, I don't know, almost profound. It was very strange. There's so much to do in the world. I don't know. Like, I started realizing the world is so small around me. I don't mind cheating to get ahead. Cheating is bad. Do not do that. That is bad. The whole of existence above you. Exactly. Exactly. It was very pretty. I often forget to put things back in their proper place. This is kind of a funny one. If it's my stuff, I'll put it in its proper place, but if it's not my stuff, then sometimes I don't do it as well as I should. So I'm going to put it straight in the middle. I sometimes dislike myself. Not really, no. I try to be in charge to lead others. I do not. Leading others is too much attention. That's background. Wallflower is best. I'm empathetic. I feel others' emotions. I do feel other emotions. I just don't really do much with it. Or I don't act on it. I'm going to put there. I am concerned about others. If something is truly worth concern about, I will be concerned. But I will always, if they need advice, I will always be logical, not emotional. I tell the truth. 90% of the time I do. I should say 95% of the time I do. The rare occasion I tell a lie, it's because I'm too tired and kind of need a break. I'm afraid to draw attention to myself. A little bit, yep. Too much attention is not good for my health. IRL. I don't. It doesn't mind me quite as much online. I never sit still. I'm always on the go. No, sitting still is fun. That's how you watch anime and play games. You gotta do that. I prefer to stick with things that I know. In terms of work, I agree. In terms of new experiences and going out in the world and having fun or trying new foods or different sorts of entertainment, then no, I do not want to stick with what I know. I shout and yell at people. I honestly don't remember the last time I yelled at somebody. I've been stern and kind of, disciplined at, like, raising your voice and being, disciplining them, but I've never yelled, or I haven't yelled in quite a while. You love trying new foods? Yeah, new foods are awesome. Whenever I make something to eat or go to the grocery store, I try to get stuff for a new recipe I've yet to try. I do more than what's expected of me. If, for example, if this is for work, It honestly depends on how they treat me. If they treat me like above average, I will do more than is expected. If they treat me below what should be standard, then I will only do what is minimum. I won't do more than what I'm getting paid for. So, but most of the time, when I'm in good standings with people, I'll do slightly above what is expected. But I never go into the negatives. I rarely overindulge. I'd say I'm right in between. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's really up in the air. That's the way to be? Yes, exactly. I go out of my way to seek adventure. I don't go out of my way. If adventure happens to come across me, then I'll do it. Let adventure be held or be done. I avoid philosophical discussions. No, we discussed this earlier. Philosophical questions and discussions are what grow the mind. I think highly of myself. I do think highly of myself, but not enough to where I'm arrogant. I get the job done and carry out my plans. Yes, I become overwhelmed by events. If there's a lot of people, you almost made me look to my right. How could you? How could you? I have a lot of fun. I do have a lot of fun, especially lately with streaming. I've been playing games I've been wanting to for a long time. You never get got by those? I do not. I never get startled, I should say. I do look to the right every now and then, but most of the time I'm just like, I just become more aware of my right. Not enough to draw my attention, but enough to focus my hearing to that side. I believe that there is no absolute right or wrong. This is tough. There are definitely wrongs, but that's only by human standards. I read this amazing book, Psychology of War, where they really drove into that neither side is right or wrong, because both are right and wrong. For the person, how should I say it? The person fighting the enemy view themselves as right and the other as wrong, and the same could be said for the opponent. So in that fact, both are right and wrong. It really just depends on what side you're on. Wash, hello, how you doing? Absolutely not. I agree. Wait, no, I disagree. There are right and wrongs, but I also make sure to understand that it's really up to the individual to decide. So wait, then there's no absolute. It's up to the individual. So I agree. There is no absolute right or wrong. Not everybody can agree that certain things are wrong. I feel sympathy for those who are worse off than myself. Yes. I've been in bad situations, and I feel bad for those who are in those situations or who have been in worse. It is not fun. I make rash decisions. Very rarely, but there are times I make rash decisions. I am afraid of many things. Not anymore. For example, I used to be afraid of heights, but when I was on vacation, I was honestly surprised at how little fear I had of heights. Like my heart didn't even flutter. I was just like, yeah, this is boring. I did a zip line and then jumped onto an airbag that was like 20 or so feet off the ground. Yeah, I hurt my neck when I landed on that giant airbag. My whole neck cracked multiple times. My neck was sore for days. Not afraid of anything personally, but I do fear for others. Yeah, fearing for others is normal. Oh god. I honestly thought something was screwed up. I thought I cracked my neck to the point that I needed to go to the doctor. But the person I was with was like, it's fine, just wait a few days. It'll go away. Just stretch your neck out. It'll be all right. He was right. It was fine. I avoid coming into contact with people if I can help it. I don't avoid people, but I don't go out of my way to greet people either. I love to daydream. I do. Especially when I'm bored. Daydreaming is a fun hobby. I trust what people say. No. Always take things with a grain of salt. But the more I know them and the more that... Yeah, if I know them well and I know that they don't have a track of lying or having misinformation, then I'm more likely to believe them. But otherwise, I'll research things on my own. It's always good to be aware. I handle tasks methodically. Yes. Frequently lose my temper? No. What's a temper? Don't need that. I prefer to be alone. Agree. I do not like poetry. I don't really have a feeling towards poetry. I never really got into it, but I don't hate it either. There are some that's really nice, but overall I'm just kind of indifferent. I sometimes take advantage of others. Not if I can help it. I honestly can't think of a situation that I have taken advantage of anyone. You love poetry you read occasionally? I would love to hear one. Sometime, whenever you're ready. Or if you'd like to share. I sometimes leave the place in a mess. Yep. Sometimes I do leave my room a mess. That's how it is right now. I need to clean it after this stream. We're at 71. We still got, let's see, 50 more, I think? Or I should say 49 more. I sometimes am down in the dumps. Everyone's down in the dumps sometimes. No one can help that. I take control of situations. Depends on the situation. If it's a violent situation, yes, I will take control of it if I have to. If not, then I usually try to stay in the background and just provide support. I rarely notice my emotional reactions and feelings. I disagree. Well, no. There are times that I don't notice. However, most of the time it's pretty easy to tell. Indifferent to the feelings of others. Disagree. It's like I keep saying, it's good to be aware of other people. How they're feeling, how they think, what their views are. It's good to know. I break rules. Everyone breaks rules. That's just human nature. There isn't a person alive that has never broken a rule. However, I feel like this is saying I break them a lot, so I'm going to put it to this. I rarely break them. I only feel comfortable with friends. True? Well, no. There are other people I feel comfortable with too. I do a lot in my spare time. It's kind of 50-50. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I dislike change. I agree with that. Change can be pretty difficult depending on what is changing. I insult people. Only in my mind. Only in my mind. Never out loud or to the person. Yep. Vocalizing it or spreading it online is not a good thing to do. Keep it to yourself. I do just enough work to get by. I'll put it at this for now. I'm not entirely sure how to answer that. I easily resist temptations. Yeah, it's not that hard to resist temptations, unless it's about food. If it's about food, then it's very difficult. Food is one of those enjoyments that I love. I enjoy taking risks. Sometimes. Depends on the risk. I have difficulty understanding abstract ideas. No, I do not. If the question is worded good enough, then there isn't a problem. If it's very vague and not very descriptive, then it can be kind of hard. Or that doesn't always relate to questions. It can be the ideas too. Yeah. I have a high opinion of myself. Didn't they already ask this quite a while ago? Indifferent. I have a good opinion of myself. Well, no, I have a high opinion of myself, but like I said previously, not to the point where I'm arrogant. I waste my time. Occasionally, yes. Lately, yes. I feel that I'm unable to deal with things. Deal with what? Unable to deal with things. That is such a... How do I answer that? That's so broad. That's so broad. How? Indifferent, sure. Alright. Oh, never mind. I feel I'm unable to do things. I'll put it there. I love life. Lately, I do, yes. I believe laws should be strictly enforced. This depends on the law and the severity of the crime, but I'll put it at that. I'm not interested in other people's problems. It's always good to hear other people's problems. You can learn from it so it doesn't, so you don't go through the same thing, but you can also try to help them out and hopefully get through whatever their problems are. I rush into things? No. I always take my time to think. I get stressed out easily. I'm gonna put it right in the middle. Stress is infectious. I keep others at a distance. Definitely. That's just a terrible habit I have, and I honestly don't know how to fix that. I like to get lost in thought. Yes. Staying in your own mind and thinking about all sorts of things is, I don't know. I'd almost say it's one of the best things humans could do, is being lost in your own thought. When it's good. If it's getting lost in negative thoughts, then that's terrible. I distrust people. In between. I'm always aware of the possibility of people harming, being harmful or negative. I know how to get things done. Yes. I'm not easily annoyed. Agree. But if somebody chews with their mouth open or talks with their mouth full, then I am going to be annoyed. I will walk away regardless of where I am. But surprisingly, when I'm out in public at restaurants, it doesn't bother me. It's only at home or in private settings. I do not enjoy going to art galleries or exhibitions. No, I enjoy going. Sometimes I'm an uncooperative. Who rated? Oh, Keiko! Hello, hello! Welcome, welcome. Greetings, raiders. What were you doing again? I cannot remember. Well, to all those who are here, if you've never been here, I'm an immortal seeker, or I'm an immortal knowledge seeker. I go around collecting knowledge in hopes to archive everything that goes on in the world for when the world goes poof. My name is Balaguer, and welcome. Playing Elden Ring, that's right. I stopped in towards the beginning for about 30 minutes. I completely forgot about that. So how was it? Hope it was good. We're just doing some personality tests. And right over here, this was the first one we did. The architect. Hydrate and stretch. Oh, thank you so much. Let me stretch and then I'll get the hydrate. Oh, the cheek rub. Thank you. That stretch felt amazing. Time for the hydrate. You may document that I slayed a dragon, gave a woman an arm, and navigated my way through a hole. An arm? What do you mean? You know, funnily enough, I think last stream or the stream before, when I was playing Elden, I found a prosthetic arm, I'm pretty sure. Was it a prosthetic arm? Or am I thinking of yours? I don't even know anymore. Maybe I'm just making things up. Never mind. Just ignore that. Keiko is teaching us all about how to commit tax evasion. Oh, I should have been there. I want to learn about that. Bailey treats Elden Ring like jump. I do, yep. He jumped off so many cliffs. Yep. I get tendencies to just jump off cliffs, you know? Can't help it. Red is rubbing off on you? Oh, no, Vinny. Red's rubbing off on you. That's not good. Spoilers, Bales. What spoilers? Me no understand. I don't get it. Oh, we have that in common. Only mine is accidental. I see. How's the Vinny Goo 3000 working? It lives up to its reputation. The Vinny Goo 3000 is a 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend that people should get it. Yeah, if you didn't see the picture on Twitter, I got this medical tape, wrote Vinny Goo 3000 on it, and then stuck it onto the Stream Deck. So now it's officially the Vinny Goo 3000. You can't tell me about the arm. It would be spoilers. Aw, man. I want to know. But that's alright. I may or may not find out eventually. I still need to look and see what I need to do in the quest line. Alright, let's see. I sometimes am uncooperative. I hinder others people's plans. There are times I'm uncooperative, but not enough to hinder people's plans. Nope, you can ask Bales if he will though. If I'll what? What? I must have missed something. I leave my bits and pieces and belongings around. I do, but it's organized. Like, for example, I'll leave my keys on my dresser, my phone on my desk, my wallet on my dresser, oh wait, no, I'll leave my keys hanging by the door. I don't know. I'll leave all the things I need daily all around the house, but I know where they are. Great publicity for a band. Talking about bands, I see, eh? I feel comfortable with myself. I do. If you're comfortable with yourself, you're in a good place. I wait for others to take the lead. Most of the time, yes, but there are occasions that it's good to take the lead. I don't understand people who get emotional. It is tough to understand people who get emotional for seemingly no reason. I agree with that. Like, for example, I saw a video about somebody screaming and yelling about their burger not being ready while it was being cooked. Made absolutely no sense. But it was entertaining. I don't have time for other people. I have plenty of time, I just don't make time. Or I usually don't make time for people. Usually. Then again, I rarely make plans with people, so I don't have, yeah, I'll do this. Sometimes break promises? Never. As long as I remember a promise, I will keep it. That is a fact. I'm not bothered by different social situations. Oh, by difficult social situations, not different. I agree with that. However, depending on the situation, it can be bothersome. Or more embarrassing. Like if I see a kid yelling and screaming in a restaurant and I'm next to them, I'm gonna be embarrassed. I'll want to walk away. I do not do well with embarrassment. I react slowly. No, not really. I'm attached to conventional ways. I'm not even sure what this could be referring to, so I'm just gonna do it straight in the middle. I always even the scores with others. Yes, but in a passive-aggressive way, not in a super negative way. Just like almost childish. Very passive-aggressive. I sometimes put little time and effort into my work. You know, when you're feeling down and you don't feel like working, sometimes you just don't put a lot of effort into it, unfortunately. There are times like that. I am able to control my cravings. If it's about food, that's a tough one. If it's about anything else, it's pretty easy. Food is the only one that is tough to control your cravings about. Jeez, the queen is meowing quite a bit. I wonder if you can hear her. Oh, Kaiko, did you see the two redeems? Well, the cheek rub was played not long ago, but I also got the cat one. Thank you again for teaching me how to do that. I am grateful. I'm able to control my... Oh, I already read that. I'll put it straight in the middle. Oh, yep, there's the cat ears. It's so cute. It matches surprisingly well, doesn't it? I like action and danger. There's a certain thrill to action and danger. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I don't seek action and danger though. The cheek rub. It's almost a nose rub, isn't it? I might have to rearrange that a little bit. I'm not interested in theoretical discussions. They keep asking the same questions over and over. No, I love theoretical discussions. I like to talk about my qualities. Sometimes. Sometimes talking about your qualities kind of makes you aware of yourself. Keiko beat you to it. Oh, whoops. I'm fidgeting with a pen and that was loud. I was thinking that your hair already matches the ones available. It does, yeah. All the cat ears fell off. Aren't they supposed to last 10 minutes? Did they already fall off? They're still there, aren't they? Oh no, that's because Keiko just redeemed it again. I put it for like 600 or 700 seconds. It should stay there for a long time. Weird. Oh, there's a setting on Twitch? I see, I see. Teach me. Mindful? That's so forceful. It's like you're telling me to meow. Meow for me. That was my interpretation. So aggressive. Jeez, Mindful. Wow. 2 people redeemed one, turned it on, and the next turned it off properly. Oh. Yeah, I should probably put a limit, huh? I forgot how to do that. I'll have to look after the stream. I have difficulty starting tasks. Yes. But once I start a task, I'll usually do it until I complete it or until I get a huge portion of it done. It's mainly just because of procrastination, not because I find it difficulty starting it. Unless it's writing. Writing is terrible. It takes like 30 minutes to actually start writing. You said Meow picks up the queen? Oh! I see, I see. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing right now. Oh, she's eating. I see. She's just hungry. I remain calm under pressure. Yes. I feel like we're gonna get a bingo soon. Or maybe a Connect 4. Almost. Wait, did I Connect 4 anywhere? Oh, that's a shame. That's truly a shame. There's no Connect 4. So close. And this is a personality test? No way. I look at the bright side of life. No, I'm too logical to look at the bright side. What are these test things called again? Personality test? I don't know the actual name for it. Riera, welcome, welcome. You made it just in time for me to finish this one. Oh, Mindful said you were right. I got the INTJ, the architect. At least I believe he said you were right. I believe that we should be very tough on crime. Yes. Depending on the crime. You knew it? Why? Why did you think I was that? You're an INFJ? What's an INFJ? There should be a way. This one? No. I can't remember how. I know there's a way to do it. I'm not sure. Oh well. Oop, wrong one. ISTJ, INFJ, and INTJ. I almost gave away private information there. This right here almost made me give away something. Whoop. Let's avoid that. I try not to think about the needy. Which kind of needy are they thinking? Like needy as in annoying needy, or needy as in needing help? Because if it's talking about like the needy as in the homeless or I don't know, people that need help, then I think about them sometimes. I don't never think about them. Nope, wrong one. I'll put it there. I don't try. No, I'll do that. I act without thinking. Never. Always think ahead of time. Always think ahead. What? What do you mean? What did I miss? Oh, I avoid crowds in between. Okay, now let's try. Male, age, I don't know. Here, I'll do this quick and see if it... Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna do the oldest one, maybe. Should I... should I do 119? You think the T is for turbulent? Mental health issues make you tumultuous? Should I do real? Why not? Hopefully it doesn't show it. Hang on one moment while I fill this out. How old am I again? Oh yeah. Sure. Wait, is it showing? Okay, I panicked for a moment thinking it was showing. Purely for fun. What is your... why? Where is it? Okay, there. There's so many questions. Why are there so many? Okay, some of these are going to be wrong because I don't feel like scrolling through all the questions. Or, all the answers. Wait, maybe I shouldn't. I don't even see... Where is it? I don't know. I'll just do that. How well do you... how well do your... Okay. Sure, I'll do that. I'm just gonna do next. I wonder if I could have just ignored those. Oh, no. Oh, okay. It gave me a paywall, and then I realized I could just go behind, or go around that. Alright. Just don't scroll up. Whatever I do, don't scroll up. So here it is. Openness to experience. I didn't take the one that gave you the last letter. Which one are you talking about? I remember doing this test before in relation to Game of Thrones characters, and I got Jon Snow. Think the last letter is new? I think the last letter has been there for a while. I remember it being there a few years ago. If it's what I'm thinking of. Okay, openness to experience, conscientious, extroversion, agreeable, natural reactions. This is true. I'm not easily upset. Relaxed, resilient, calm. Yep. Okay, for a second I thought that was like the expected age range, and I kind of panicked for a moment. Agreeable. I wouldn't say I'm hard-headed. I'm aware I just don't do things much. Competitive, sure. Proud, a little bit. The last letter kind of determines whether or not you're stable and if you're more closely matched to the first four or if you deviate from them a bit. I see. Spontaneous, disorganized, prefers flexible plans, dislike precise details. Sometimes, this is kind of 50-50. Traditionalist, down-to-earth, practical, conservative, prefer traditional outlook and technical problem solving. I wouldn't say I prefer traditional outlooks or that I'm a traditionalist. Well, there's that. I think we'll do one more. And I think the next one is a... Oh, hope you didn't see that. Hopefully not. Okay. Okay, success is based on survival of the fittest. I am not concerned about the losers. Sure. Neutral? I'll go neutral. I find myself in the same kind of trouble time after time. Disagree. For me, what's right is whatever I can get away with. No. Absolutely not. You gotta have morals. Bill's so formal and traditional, I probably wear socks. The only time I wear socks while at home is when I'm streaming, because my feet get cold. Otherwise, well, unlike right now, because I got little slippers on to keep my feetsies warm. I'm often bored. Neutral. In today's world, I feel justified in doing anything I can get away with to succeed. I mean, if my if I could get away with it, sure. But since I know for a fact that's not how it would work, that's a negative. Wear socks to streaming? Yes! It is cold in here. It is cold. Usually when I stream it's like 68 and by then my feet are nice and cold. And then by the end of the stream it rises up to 72 because my PC warms the room. Or no, my room's usually like 66, 67. I find that I am able to pursue one goal for a long time. Yeah. That's only a recent thing though. Though becoming a VTuber was a first goal that I've been able to pursue for a long time. You usually have slippers on. One is off because that foot is in my chair with me. See, I took my slippers off right now because it was a little too toasty. A little too warm. These are really warm slippers. My main purpose in life is getting as many goodies as I can. No. I have no idea what my purpose is. You know what? I feel like if I could choose my purpose, it would be to affect other people's lives in some kind of positive way. And by that I mean whatever information I give them or knowledge they receive from me, I hope it somehow, I don't know, advances their life and hopefully humankind. I mean, that would be cool. But logically, I know that would be difficult. I don't plan anything very far in advance. This is both true and false. Because I am both spontaneous and meticulous about planning. I'm going to go in the neutral. My pajamas got feet on them, so my footsies are never cold. Making a lot of money is my most important goal. It's not my most important, but it is a goal. I quickly lose interest in tasks I start. I disagree with that. Depends on the task. I I let others worry about higher values. My main concern is with the bottom line. Wow, these are so much disagreeing here. Most of my problems are due to the fact that other people just don't understand me. Oh no. Most of the problems are because I don't understand me. People who are stupid enough to get ripped off usually deserve it. No, because most people are elderly and they don't understand. Before I do anything, I carefully consider the possible consequences. Yes, always. Looking out for myself is my top priority. Neutral. I make sure to look out for myself so that nothing negatively impacts me, but I also make sure to help others if they need it. Congrats, dream achieved. I told you on Discord already, but you all have helped me greatly. Consider me a small stepping stone on your journey to making the world happier. Vinny, you're laughing at Mindful? Why? Yeah, I'm glad I can affect your life, or affect anyone's life, really. The more I can, I don't know, hopefully put some of my values, hopefully the good values, onto other people's. I don't know. It's a good feeling when your values or beliefs or just your thoughts are put into somebody else and they take those to heart, or they build off of them. I wouldn't call you small. You have been supportive to so many of us streamers. We're like an yes, yep. Mindful is an undercover CEO confirmed. He's the Yago of the Western world. Undercover CEO. I've been in a lot of shouting matches with other people. No. Absolutely not. Though, people have shouted at me and then I just destroy them with logic. That happened recently. Except it wasn't shouting, it was just an argument with a boss. I was like, you never gave me the right information. I didn't specify. I probably shouldn't specify too much. I tell other people what they want to hear, so they will do what I want them to. That's not entirely wrong, but not entirely right. I tell people what they want to hear to avoid arguments. Or no, I don't tell them what they want to hear. I just dismiss it. Like, I don't agree or disagree. I just kind of say, yeah, sure, whatever. I don't want to cause conflict, especially if it gets heated. I'd rather avoid that waste of time. When I get frustrated, I often let off stream by blowing my top. No. I control myself, not the other way around. Wait, that made no sense. Well, you know what I mean. I would be upset if my success came at somebody else's expense. If I purposely made somebody get negatively impacted, then yes, I would be upset. If it was just an unfortunate side effect, then I don't think I would be super sad, because it's unfortunate, but there wouldn't be much I could do about it. Yeah. So I'm gonna put, it's really in between these two. I'll do here. Love is overrated. No. I'm just gonna neutral. I have to admire a really clever scam. Yes. As bad as it is when criminals are very meticulous and efficient, I can't help but admire them, but I still understand the very bad implications and uh, negative effects of whatever they're doing. Admiring is okay as long as you don't do it. That's probably not quite the admire they're thinking of, though. I make a point of trying not to hurt others in pursuit of my goals. Yes. I never try to purposely hurt others. I enjoy manipulating other people's feelings. No. That's a dangerous thing to do. You never know how their feelings will end up. I feel bad if my words or actions cause someone else to feel emotional pain. Yeah. Yeah, most of the time, well, I'll just leave it at that. I will. Even if I were trying very hard to sell something, I wouldn't lie about it. I agree with that. I may skirt the truth, but I would still tell the truth. The best lie isn't altering the truth, but skirting it along it. Cheating is not justified because it is unfair to others. Cheating is a way of life. It's natural. It is unfair, 100%, but it's natural. But that's not the question they're answering. Cheating is not justified because it is no. That's not a good enough reason for it to not be justified because it's unfair to others. That's ridiculous. I don't know. I feel like I explained that really badly. I swear I didn't mean it in a negative way. Yes, half truth. Exactly. Were your answers accurate and can they be used for research? Sure, why not? Would you be willing to ask a few more questions or answer a few more questions for our research? Whoops. No. I want to see the results. Amount of people who get let's see. Secondary psychopath. I can't tell if this is bad or good. Okay, right here. Score range from 1 low to 5. Your score calculated as 1.9. Antisocial aspect of psychopathy. Rule breaking, a lack of effort toward social reward behavior. I see. Well, I have no idea if that's good or bad, but yeah. Tell me what you think. Whoopsies. I honestly, like, is this bad or good? I don't know. I don't know. That's alright. Well, I think we will go over to the just chatting and talk for a bit, and then we'll find somebody to raid. Oh, wrong one. Scuffed already. The best stream is a scuffed stream. Am I right? Alright. Well, I can not close that, but minimize that. I think if the word psychopathic comes up... You know what? Everyone has some psychopathic tendencies. That has to be... At least please tell me I'm right. Please tell me I'm right. It's gonna be very unfortunate if somebody says, oh no, you're completely wrong. I would be a little sad. Alright, well, with that, I appreciate you all coming by. Oh yeah, I did make the schedule, that's right. But I still need to either fix, I still need to somehow fix the schedule to have it since I accidentally deleted it. Jeez, I'm stuttering like crazy. Or I need to make a new schedule. I'm not sure what I'll do quite yet. I might fix whatever I've been using and then make a new one for a week or two after that. But until then, I'm glad you could stick around, and hope you all have a wonderful night. Oh, hang on, let me find somebody to raid. Completely forgot about that. Let's see, who is on? There aren't many people I know. Let's raid Merperoni. He's an amazing artist, but right now he's playing some Back for Blood. If you have not seen his art, I definitely recommend checking him out on Twitter. So with that, now this is the end. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Talk to you all later. Bye bye.